Hey y'all, Spiritually Young here. Please like and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. I want to talk to you guys about choosing a title for your book. Okay, naming your book is just as vital and difficult as the writing process itself. But your cover and your title are going to determine how your book sells. Those are two of the main components of putting a book out there and having people gravitate to it. So know that that title is important, okay? And a lot of people think that as an author, as a writer, that the writing process is the difficult part, but when you go to choose a title, it's like it just falls out of the sky. And no, it doesn't. You know, most of the time when you write a book, you're clapping and dancing around and twirling in circles, happy, thinking, I've written it, I finished it. And then you start to come down off of that high because you're thinking, I need a good title for this book that I've written. For me, a lot of times I will title my book after I write the outline and get my cover page together, but that's never the title that I end up with in the end. You know, I may change my book title 5 or 6 times during the writing process, but at the end of the writing process is when I buckle down and figure out, what am I going to name this baby? I do have 3 tips to share. This is going to be a quick video, but I do have 3 tips that I want to share with you on how I choose my book titles. Okay, first of all, as an author, know your plot, know what you're writing about. Be able to tell someone what your plot is on the drop of a dime. Know what your plot is, know what the key components in your book are. When you know what the key components in your novel are, you can Google those keywords, put certain keywords together. You know, get your list together. Put those keywords together and see how each of them mesh. And voila, maybe you'll come up with a good book title from that. That's tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2. Again, know your writing, know your work. What are your favorite quotes in your book? I have written some books and I go back and I read them myself and I go, "Ooh, I like that." You know, so you can read your book, look in there and see what are quotes that stand out to you. Use those quotes as book titles. Sometimes it's that simple. Sometimes you have a quote that you want the world to hear. You know, you use that as your book title. You know, it's as simple as, you know, it could be a sentence from a chapter, a word from a chapter can grab you and you go, you know what, I want to use that. And if you think it can capture your audience and, you know, captivate them into wanting to purchase that book, pull it out and use it as a book title, okay? So tip number 3, I can tell you now, you know, I've mentioned this before. I've changed book titles before 15 to 20 times um, for many different reasons. Sometimes I felt like it didn't go with what the plot entailed. Or one of the things that I do when I choose a book title, I will Google that book title, or I'll go on Amazon and I'll put the book title in the search box. And if I see too many book titles that are too similar to that, I'm like, you know what? I want something different, something that not everyone has out here. But if you want something that's similar to other book titles, because you know when they pull this book title up, yours may pop up in that, which could help in book sales, go that route. But for me, I do like titling my work in the beginning so that I'll have something to go off of. But I do at the end always change it, and I do Google the book title and go through Amazon, Barnes and Noble. I want to have something that's original. So, again, tip one, know what your plot is. Pull out keywords and know what the important components of your novel are. Go pull out the keywords, Google them, um, see what comes up, and mesh some of those words together. Make a list and maybe choose from what you've Googled and put together as a book title. Tip two, choose your own favorite quotes from your book. Favorite sentence, if you're a writer, you're creating something amazing. Go back and read it. Pick out what you found most captivating to you in that book and use it as a book title. Number three, do your research. Google your book title once you come up with it. Search Amazon, search barnesandnoble.com, search Goodreads, search everywhere. Make sure that you're not mimicking other authors' book titles. So, again, choosing a book title for your book is probably one of the most important things you will do in the process of getting your book prepared to put out there into the world. You can have the most amazing writing inside of that book, but if that book title does not captivate an audience and make them want to purchase that book, what was it all for? Again, choosing a title, a good working title for your book is important, people. That's all I have for now on choosing a title for your book. If I think of anything else, I'll post another video. Peace and blessings. If you have any comments and questions, please leave them below. I'm kind of hyped up today. Yesterday was my birthday, so I'm still hyped up off of my birthday. I will post some of my work in the beginning of the video, and I'll also post it at the end of the video. Peace and blessings, people.